Hi everyone, I wanted to come back and show you a different way to apply ties to your dresses. This is a much easier way, and it's much more cost effective to use fabric from leftovers or from other dresses, or cut out of your yardage. So I made 4 straps like this, and they are 2 inches by 17 inches, and I just fold them to the middle and fold them in again. So you have a little like 1/2 inch strap, and then make sure that you fold down the end of your strap. Only on one end of each strap needs to be done. You fold it in and then stitch it down on both sides. Then take one piece from each of your 4 panels, one from each side. So if you have 2 blue and 2 green like I have, I just take the 2 blue and I add them to the 2 blue pieces, 3/4 of an inch in, 3/4 of an inch in, and in this position. Okay, so I'm going to show you quick. We don't want to do this. You don't want to set them up like this, because they won't fall into the dress and pop out of the dress when you turn it right side out. You want to position your straps like this, measure them out the same on each 4, and you're going to add it again. What I try to do to remember what I'm doing is I take my 2 blue pieces and I put 2 on each of the 2 blue pieces and stitch them down. So I wanted to come back in quickly and show you what I mean by placing the straps in a different position so that you could reinforce them inside the dress. So here are my pieces that I'm going to be using, and what I'm going to do is take the strap and have it extend about 1 inch over the top. And when you do that, what happens is when you turn the dress right side out, you're going to have this flip in, so it'll be inside the dress like that, down 1 inch, and then you could reinforce this piece right here. And that's what I meant. So all it is you would take your placement and put it about 1 inch like that, so that when you turn your dress the right way, you're going to have it be inside between the 2 layers, and you're going to feel it in there, and you could stitch it down to reinforce your straps. Then when you put your dress together, what you're going to do is just continue with your project, put them right sides together, and you're going to stitch them up just as you did with those other steps. And all we do is stitch across here and across and across, like I showed you in the other video. And I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like. So I've stitched up the top along the arm placements and the top, and now when I turn it inside out, right side out, we always say inside out, right side out, this is what I ended up with. Do that, poke out your corners, put that down, and now your ties are attached. And I favor this way to do the straps, because now when I press this out nicely and I do my top stitch, I don't come in with a bias tape and cover my top stitch. I don't come in and add another layer of this around the armhole, which could be uncomfortable, but this way is the best. Also, if you place them 1 inch down in here, what you could do now is go back in and do a box and stitch down to reinforce them in here. I didn't do it with this set. I do it with others, and I will continue to do it that way. But that's all I really wanted to show you, is how you could put your dress together with the straps inside, using less fabric, not using bias tape, and not having to do that bias tape clipping around the armholes. I think this is a better alternative. So thanks so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, please let me know. And see you when I see you.